Well, today we're looking back at the legendary landlady, Annie Walker.
At 7 p.m. on a cold winter's night in December 1960, families gathered round the box to watch a new television programme all about a cobbled street up north. And at the very heart of Coronation Street has always been the Rovers' return.
Get out, you bad!
Over 6 decades, this boozer has become the stage for residents to air their dirty laundry.
My precious husband was sleeping with Carla.
And has had many legendary characters ruling the roost. But for all those who have been at the helm, there is one landlady that is truly iconic. A fan favourite and the very first, Annie Walker.
Annie! Lilac time! Walker!
What a woman, eh? A foaming tankard will be waiting on this bar for you.
She is superior to us, you know.
I always thought so.
When you think of Annie Walker, what do you think of?
She was quite snobby. She really felt that she was better than Coronation Street.
Well, she was so pompous and so proud. And she did, of course, think that she was above everybody who came into that pub.
Goodness knows I've always shunned snobbishness, but there are limits to how far one can condescend.
You're dead right, Mrs. Walker. Once you start condensing, there's no knowing where it'll end up.
Exactly, Mrs. Ogden.
She just thought she was better than everybody.
Do you think we could cut the sandwiches diagonally? People do prefer them that way.
And I think everybody really wanted her approval, but especially Hilda.
Would you mind if I sat facing the other way until I'm acclimatised?
Oh, Annie Walker just makes me think Queen of the Rovers. I literally think I've seen her dressed up as a queen before.
Well, she's been rehearsing all her life.
You can't rehearse majesty, Mrs. Atlock. It's either something you've got or you haven't.
She hasn't just dressed up as a queen once. Oh no, she jumps at any opportunity to be...
Queen Elizabeth I.
Oh.
Your Majesty.
You know, I don't think she's pretending. I think she's always been Queen Elizabeth, dressed up as Annie Walker.
Elsie Turner had it spot on there. As well as bringing a touch of royalty to the Rovers, Annie also brought a little, je ne sais quoi.
Bonsoir.
When she came back from France and thought that she wanted to bring a bit of France home.
Hey, there's a nice smell coming from in there, Mrs. Walker.
Papan roti.
Eh? Roast rabbit. Used to turn her stomach over, but not now. She can call it lapong.
You definitely don't have it still in Coronation Street, so it obviously didn't stick, bless her.
Annie first ran the pub alongside her easygoing husband Jack, and there was no question as to who was in charge.
Now don't argue, love. I say one word and I get 15 to the dozen.
Annie did wear the trousers. Jack kind of just did everything that Annie said.
It's a good idea to empty it. It's what's called tidying up.
A bit like they say Prince Philip is with the Queen, just always just one step back, just let her be.
Hey, Jack Walker, I wish you'd get out from under my feet.
And then every now and again you'd have a scene of them in the back room or a scene in bed with them, and just the love that they had for each other. He loved her, she loved him. Perfect relationship.
All right, Annie. My flower.
After Jack's death in 1970, Annie would take the reins by herself.
Oh, I will.
She may have been small in stature, but she was a formidable force who wouldn't stand any nonsense.
May I ask what you're doing here?
She ruled that Rovers' return with a rod of iron.
Always get yourself a set of earplugs.
And you can find yourselves another public house.
She was incredibly strong, running the Rovers. Yeah, you wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of Annie.
Now that is enough.
Being a woman as well in kind of a man's place, that in itself was an achievement.
There are times when I see you in action. I wonder how the heck we ever lost the Empire.
Annie did need an extra pair of hands to help behind the bar, so reluctantly hired leopard print-loving Bet Lynch.
When Annie Walker first met Bet Lynch, she just thought, ugh.
Do dress up a little warmer in future.
She was very disapproving of Bet Lynch.
Bet.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Walker.
But I think they did become very, very close, and I think she was almost like a daughter, really.
I'm sorry I'm late, Mrs. Walker.
Oh,
Good heavens.
look at Ken, he's hyperventilating.
That was supposed to be at the back, it was supposed to be demure at the front.
Bet, you've got it on back to front.
How fantastic was Doris Speed at playing Annie?
She was such a brilliant actress. And of course, remember, it was live in these days. And Doris Speed always had huge speeches, and they were always spot on.
Doris Speed was just brilliant with a look or a one-liner. The comedy with her was just brilliant.
Because of the time in the 60s and 70s, showing these strong women is just what everyone needed, and that's carried on through to today.
40 years at the Rovers return with you, Mrs. Walker. That's what we're celebrating. Come on.
Many have followed in her footsteps, but Annie will always be the first, and for many, the most iconic Rovers landlady of all time.
I have been the hub of a community. You might even say I've had my own little kingdom.
Brilliant.
They're lovely, aren't they?
Yeah.
So good.